Hi, I'm Brianna, and welcome to my life on paper where paper and pictures tell my story. Welcome to Mix It Up Monday with Tara from the Paper Snob, and we are using this sketch by Ana Castro. Um, Mix It Up Monday is where we use our mixed media and to make a layout. I am going Halloween themed. So this is a picture of a pizza that we get every year, right around Halloween. Probably every year the picture looks very much the same, but I scrapbook it every year nonetheless. Um, the very first year we moved into our house, which was 16 years ago now, the neighbor across the street brought us this pizza, which was amazing. Amazing. I mean, the pizza is very good, but amazing in that, you're moving in. It was like the first day we were there. You have no food in the house, so it was perfect. My kids are young adults, so they don't often dress up for Halloween, so this allows me to get out my Halloween stash. So I pulled out these things with the fun colors. Can't even tell you where I got it from. I used my ta tag punch to take this fun paper and make it into a tag. I am going to scallop the bottom and follow the pattern paper, although you won't see very much of it. And I did use that cut apart card, Beware of the Cute Monsters. So I'm going to layer that there. I am going to put my I don't know if you call them clusters because they're really big. I mean, and one is with the photo. So I'm going to make my two areas. I'm going to glue them all together, and then I'm going to pull them up and then put them aside, do the mixed media, and put them back down again. So I'm just, it's kind of like trial and error. I'm just trying to see what I like and what I don't like. Here is a punch that I got off Amazon that makes a fishtail banner. I go into my stash and trying to figure out what I want to back this photo with. And I end up going and getting, yeah, nothing's big enough. And I was wondering if I could piece it together, but with these stripes being like randomly spaced and stuff, it was really hard. So I do have more of this polka dot paper in my stash, so I'm going to trim that down and then do that kind of that Polaroid picture type look for it. Obviously it's not the right size for a Polaroid picture. It's not the right color for a Polaroid picture, but it still um, gives space to like embellish below the picture, which is fun. All right, so I went into my stash, I went into my orange color box, and I got some orange things out, and of all things, this orange and purple thing is in my orange color box. And then this pocket page card was also in there, and I don't even know what it said, but I'm going to cover it up so you can't see it anyway. And this works perfectly, just a little pop of orange on the bottom. And I did take that paper there and made a frame out of it, like is in the sketch. I'm going to use two of those papers up there. I have this um, rub-on that's from forever ago. Have no idea where I got that from. The Boo was perfect. I'm going to use the Happy Halloween. It was perfect. There is a word I was going to do. Oh, Beware is on. There's another part to the cut up or to the rub-ons. And you will see down the road that when I take out Beware, only part of it comes off the background sheet. So I end up throwing that one away. But Happy Halloween works slick. And I've had this for absolutely for years. So, but it's still working and didn't give me a hard time at all. Um, I'm I also there's a bat that I'll pull off that you won't see on camera that it did the same thing as the Beware where half of it came off the backer sheet and it was no good. So get that Halloween down and then I get out some flair. And I do have some like autumn flair. I wasn't sure if I was going to use a purple one, but I find these two that are similar. It's kind of like they don't have many icons on them, but I'm going to put some stickers over the top of them so it's going to be fine. And it matches that kind of the gray matches the background of the gray cardstock. I did have this um, fancy purple washi tape, and so I'm being cognizant of using all my stash. So I got some washi tape out and I wanted to use this fun purple on this fun Halloween layout. So now I've got part of this glued together. I'm going to work on the other part. And then shortly I'll go into my purple color box to get some things out of there, just with nothing in particular in mind. But luckily I found some purple tags, which are going to go perfect to help complete this layout. So you can see the purple tags off to the left-hand side there. And I'm going to fishtail this other scrap. Now you can tell the two pieces right there, totally different sizes. And I could have trimmed them down to be similar sizes, but I left them as the size they were when I found them in my stash, is kind of how I came to those conclusions. Not right, not wrong, but it worked out. So I'll take that one tag and tuck it in there nice behind, and I have this little space up there, so I'm trying to figure out how to fill the space. And I believe in the sketch there are um, two tags there anyway. I try the tab but decide against it. And then I have some of this. Oh, there's the flare. But this is some frazzle from Colorcast Designs, and I had pulled it out to use on a different layout and I didn't, so I'm just kind of trying it out here. Um, and it's fun because it's really easy to fray. So like when you trim it off the one side, you can fray it to make it look like the other side. Um, Now I'm going into my green box. You can see I have some green fiber as well as that kind of metal tag, a little label, and then the zigzag there. I go into my close to my heart stamps. I find a little spider. I stamp that. So now I've used, boy, what have I used? Flare from my stash. I've used scraps, obviously, um, washi tape, and a stamp, plus this little piece of metal, which, so this is like win-win for me. I also have that arrow there. All right, so now I'm gonna firm up where these are going, gonna glue those down. That cut apart card, or not the cut apart card, the pocket card says happy day that I've covered up there. Hiding where you can't see it right now, I also have some purple fiber. It's kind of funky. It's purple and black, which is perfect for a Halloween layout. So that was so yeah, the fibers, the green fiber, the purple fiber I had in my color boxes. I don't always put, now that I'm saying this out loud, this is where I should put the rest of my fibers because I have a whole bunch. I've got one of those where you clip it up and it turns around that I never look at. That's where I should be putting the rest of my fibers and that, so I use them. That zigzag there was just a leftover from something that I stuck in my green box. I just love it when I can sneak those things on there like that. So here I'm just eyeballing it up, making sure it's kind of fitting. I've taken over most of the page, but I still want to do my mixed media. I'm going to get that purple tag down in the background. And then I do believe I moved to filling the tag holes with some fiber. Please check out everybody below that is playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem. Check out Tara. She's running this show and she does a super, super great job. She helps me out with Stamp It Like It's Hot too. So shout out to Tara. Go check her out. Here is that purple kind of fiber that I was talking about. It's got some black and it's just funky and fun. And it's honestly perfect for a Halloween layout. So that along with my lime green fiber, I am ready to go. I do believe, oh, I'm going to figure out where to get that arrow in. And then I will move the pieces to the side so that I can do my mixed media. But first, I'll get my flare down. I've got various forms of foam tape, and so I put that underneath the flare to secure those down. And then I use my LA Studio puffy stickers. I'm running low. I have to refill. I don't often say that about anything in my all of my stash, but I love it. I do love LA Studio. They have great stamps too. Um, So I use those and then get this cute little spider on there. I want to cover up my pizza, so he's going to swing the other direction, which is perfect. And it gets a little bit of that green color up in that hand, the right upper cluster as well. All right, here's where oh, I take the bats off. I do place one bat before, it's after the video, but before the final pictures. And then that's where my beware has fallen apart. Um, this is my stencil you can see that I'm going to use. And I get out my Distress Oxide and just kind of place it around randomly. I know that one isn't going to be seen, but that was kind of like my trial go at it. So I'll bring that back in to see, is that enough or do I want some more? And then I will sneak the template or the stencil under the cluster to then put it exactly where I want it for that one final one. And I just kind of follow what I did before. And there we go for that one. And then I can move on to the bottom. I was trying so hard not to get those two clusters like to touch or overlap, and I think in the end they do touch, but you know, that's okay. And look at all the real estate I took up for just, you know, decorating for one picture, but I think Halloween is a great one where you can do a lot of decorating um, and making it really fun. So now that I know where I want to get some stencil on and where you can see it, I lay that down and um, go over the areas. And then once that is done, I can actually glue my big clusters down. See, you could, it's just like, it's bothering me. I don't know if I should have like trimmed the fishtail banner down or if I just shouldn't bother me that they're touching. I did think about putting something in this right corner, and I decided against it, and I'm just gonna, you know, use the splatters and um, actually only use the splatters to fill that spot and call it good. Little resting place for your eye. And actually, I did this a little bit backwards. I was thinking this was all adhered down with adhesive, and it's not. So I ended up putting my splatters on and then using my adhesive to get the whole thing down to the page. I would not recommend. Um, Make sure you get everything glued down before you use your splatters. I was lucky in that I didn't really smear anything, um, but I have a chance to straighten it out now. So there we go. And now that I am almost done, I want to thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and please come back and see me again soon for another video.